been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah, 2 months.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to Before the Blow Up. I mean,
We're back, all you sports fans. You good Malakas. We are back for Before the Blow Up, and let's get started.
I don't know. I feel like this is just much more of like an update kind of thing. What's been going on?
Well, it's a We're Back, Baby podcast.
Yeah, but also we're not
That's
kind
the
of back
title
as
name.
well.
We're back, baby.
We're back for one episode, and then I'm away for like a month and a half, and then we'll be back consistently.
Aren't you only gone for like 3 weeks?
Oh yeah, actually,
It's not that long.
yeah, actually, it might only be an extra week. Okay, yeah, I don't know, but by the time this comes out, I'll be over there already. Anyway, but basically, just we haven't been posting podcasts in like Josh said, like 2 months. So
Because we've been on the other side of the world
yeah,
from each other.
yeah. So tell us about World Cup season, bro.
I didn't get a World Cup season. This is what it is. I didn't even race a single World Cup.
Tough.
Season ended before it even started.
You know that sorry, when you said I didn't even race, it just seemed like those like reels or whatever of like them like pick me boys. Sorry, I know it's not even pick me. It's so funny, but I didn't even race. Sorry.
Furthest thing from pick me.
No, but
Definitely not gay. I don't care. Yeah, no, I was just had been unlucky this season.
yeah, tough. Well, tell what happened.
Broke my wrist in December, my skateboard in December. Broke my leg in February. So that put me out for the first half of the season. Then I got overseas, I broke my wrist again. And then I got good from there. So I missed a World Cup there. And then I broke my pinky, snapped my pinky in half. And then it's still broken now, actually. And then I got a stomach hernia from food poisoning. And now I'm home.
Yeah, that's gnarly. How did it actually but what was having a hernia like? Because I reckon that's like serious as.
Yeah, it hurt. Hurt a lot more than any broken bone. I'll tell you that.
Tough.
But yeah, it was pretty hectic. Really hurt a lot. Like, I don't know. I think my body it was just a pain I hadn't experienced before. Like with a broken bone, if I break a bone, I can pretty much tell straight away. I'm like, bugger, it's broken. Like you can pretty much tell, and I'm like super accustomed to it. But having my intestines fall out of my abdomen, my stomach lining, my abdominal wall, and then get twisted is like, it was kind of gnarly, another level.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I mean, well, what was like something good that you took away from the World Cup season then?
I got to see all my friends, got to hang out with everyone. It's good to just catch up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What do you reckon, like... I mean, when I was talking to you on the phone about it, you seemed like a real angry, especially when you were over there. You were angry, man. And which is fair, like, it's like you have reason to be angry. But you were towing the line of giving up on riding. What's that come to?
No, I wasn't really towing. I wouldn't say towing a
No,
line
you
of
definitely
giving
were.
up.
You definitely called me and you were like, man, I don't even know if I'm going to ride anymore. I'm sick of this. Like, I think I'm just going to quit riding.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just emotions. You just got to let out. They come and go.
Yeah.
You just got to let it pass. Don't make an irrational decision. Like, don't make a decision when you're angry. Don't make a big decision when you're happy. Just put emotions aside and make a logical decision for something big.
Yeah.
So I think it was just one of those times where I was just fuming when something else got put on the plate, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you think that there was a part of you that's actually thinking that, though?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure. Otherwise you wouldn't say it, right?
Yeah.
But you could just be in a, like a rage. Like, you could just be in a rage, like you could be fuming. Like I know when I broke my pinky, straight after I broke my wrist, I was like, screw this, it's a pinky. I'm just going to keep riding, which I hurt to ride. But then I was like, I could ride through it. Like it's just a broken pinky.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it's kind of messed up now though.
Yeah.
But then I had the food poisoning, and was riding, got the stomach hernia. I was like so off it. I was like, how much more can I take? But then I was like, well, I can just, I don't know. I just kind of didn't. Yeah, there was definitely moments where I was like so off it.
Yeah.
I was like, how can there be just another thing? But I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I remember talking to you, and
But I'm definitely not quitting.
yeah, no, well, that's good. I think I remember talking to you, and you were like, when you were saying all this, I was saying, like, if there's someone that you can talk to that's been through, like you've had 6 like pretty big injuries in
I've had more.
8 months or whatever.
I've broken scaphoid, knee, ulnar, radius, pinky, from December,
And had a hernia.
and had a hernia.
Yeah, yeah. So 5.
And also, no one knows about this, but when I had broken my wrist and our car broke down in Geneva, we stayed at Jordan Lowe's house, absolute legend, and he let us stay. He lives just outside Geneva. He let us stay at his house and stuff. And we went to the skate park, and I just had a cast on so I could still skate. And while I was skating, I actually like rinsed my foot, like fully folded it, like couldn't walk for 2 weeks, like a week. So I was on crutches for like a week as well. No one knows that because I didn't want to tell anyone that because
Yeah.
I was really embarrassed. But like metatarsal.
Tough. Okay, so
So
6 like pretty decent injuries in like since December, like 8-10 months or whatever. Like that's kind of gnarly, and like that's what I was saying. So when I was talking to you about, it, I was,
So yeah, anytime I did anything, I would just tape my foot up with electrical tape or duct tape so it wouldn't spread and just carried on. So no one knew that I had a broken foot. I was still gym training, running, riding, had a broken foot.
tough. Yeah, well, as I was saying, I remember talking to you about it, and I was saying, like, is there someone that you can talk, or when you were like contemplating, I guess giving up, and I was just saying, look, and you didn't even want to do this podcast either.
I still am not that keen on
Yeah.
it, but, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's like important. Like you don't want to show this side of you because you're frother. You're like happy.
Well, I don't want to put negativity in Debbie Downer, boo, woohoo.
I don't
look
think
at
it's
me. Like, this is so bad. This is what happened to me. Feel sorry for me. I don't want to put that out to the world.
That's fair, like
Screw
100%.
that.
But I think it's about what you do with it after the fact. If you just didn't do anything about it, and you-
Yeah, well, it's not after the fact. I'm still
yeah,
right in
but
it.
it's even about like how you talk about what you're going through, like what you're going through. Like you make sure that there's hope underlining it. You know, it's like that's what is gonna make it not. Oh, it's like the end of the world. You know.
Well, it's not. I have surgery Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday.
But sorry,
And
as
then
I
I'll
was
be
saying,
fixed.
yeah, as I was saying, like when you were like, "Oh, I might give up," and I was just saying to you, I think that it'd be a good idea because you weren't keen to do the podcast either. I said, "Oh, I think it'd be a good idea for you to do it," even though like you you didn't want to do it. I was saying, oh, is there someone in your like life or in the bike riding community that's been through that many injuries in that short of a time and is like really rinsing themselves, and that you can be like, you can go to get advice from? You said no, not really. You said maybe was it Jack Moyer who broke his back or something like that?
No, he didn't break his back, but he's had a lot of collarbone breaks.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so that like had potential, like
But no, I couldn't compare myself to someone who's broken their back, bro.
okay,
No way.
I don't know.
Not a chance. Like, my injuries are bad, but it's like only 2 of them have had to have surgery, and I was back in 6 weeks. I was able to come back from it in 6 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But you've also had a lot of like a lot of like they're still big hits, but like a lot of them like not like a back break and then like a neck break or whatever. Like they're life-changing hits, but you've had a lot of like broke your wrist, arm, whatever, leg, hernia. Like these are all big things. Hernia is like massive though, to be fair. Like having a hernia is kind of wild. But and I was just saying I think that you should do this podcast for like, because in the future when you do become like a pro rider, like you are a pro rider, but when you like really get some wins under your belt, it's like you can look back at this and then other people can look back at this and say, oh, like, he's still holding on to something. He was still holding on to that hope, you know? I think that's important.
Well, like, it's not that bad. Like, the injuries are not crazy.
I think you've also shifted your mindset a lot since when you first happened, because I remember it's probably the most angry I've seen you ever. You were so angry, and you were like, you were just done with everything and everyone. Like, you were just so off it.
But it's a few broken wrists, broken leg. Like, it just happens.
Yeah, fair.
You just, every now and again, you go through a bit of stints of bad luck.
Yeah.
And it just is what it is. Like, you just got to cop it on the chin and keep going.
So what do you reckon's next for you then?
Don't know.
Well, you're building a bike, no?
Yeah, I'm building a bike. Yeah, I'm going to make a bike and that I can race and hopefully race World Cups on. I want to make my own bike, race World Cups on.
Yeah.
I think that'll be sick.
It's pretty gangster.
Deck it out with some of like the sickest parts from like Lusty that they get in.
Yeah.
Like diety, like full diety. It'll be like ODI. It'll be sick. It'll be sick. I got some of the best sponsors ever, most supportive people ever. Like Johnny from Lusty. He's like the most understanding and nicest guy, and just kept me on throughout. It's literally so sick. But you know, it's just a thing you just got to ride out. I think.
Yeah.
Just got to ride it out, and it's not even the end of the world, bro. It's like it's like 6-7 months I've been in and through injury, out of injury, into injury, out of injury. But it's like 7 months of a whole career is literally nothing.
Yeah, it's even if you say it's 1 year, it's like, okay, you've had one season.
Well, it is. It's pretty much a year off.
Yeah, you've had 1 year off. Like, you're not even 20 yet. It's like, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. It's not that bad, bro. It's not pressure. It's not stress. It's like, stress is freaking not knowing when your next meal's coming from, bro.
Yeah.
Not knowing, like, not knowing where you're going to sleep the night. Like, that's stress.
Yeah.
I do this for fun. This is my choice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, it's my choice. I got to cop it on the chin. Is what it is. Let's head down. Move on. Let's go. That's it.
Yeah, that's cold. That's good.
All right, enough about me. I'm sick of talking about me. I actually hate talking about myself.
No, you don't. Shut up.
At the moment, I do.
No, we're not mentioning his name.
You said we can.
No, we're not mentioning his name.
We can cut it out.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to go to Dubai.
Can we say the guy who
No,
organised it
no,
as like that?
no, because...
Because people know him.
Yeah, but...
Screw him, bro.
Yeah, I got a bit screwed over.
Put that in.
Yeah, I will. I got screwed over. He almost screwed you and me.
No, he didn't. I was never going to Dubai for the podcast.
Yeah, well... we did have like a opportunity to do that too. But...
I knew he was talking crap, bro. Just the way that guy talked.
Yeah, anyway... But yeah, got screwed over, lost my money. Only he's giving me some of it back, but I still need about $1,500. But not going to Dubai, which is no good. It's actually really annoying.
Woo, you're not going to Dubai? Crap. Where are you going?
I'm going to. I'm actually leaving this Friday. What day is it today?
Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. So a week's time. I'm flying to go to LA and then Mexico, because Mexico after LA, because this company from Sydney invited me to go do songwriting with some producers. This is in Mexico, and yeah, do that in Mexico, and then so I'll do that. But I'm going to LA first, and I don't really know what I'm doing in LA, and I could be homeless in LA for a bit, but we move. I think I just gotta wait for some money.
So why are you actually going to LA?
I don't know. I had to fly through there, and I was like, and there's a couple of things a couple of events that I'm going to
in LA.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm like, I'm just gonna go there for 2 weeks before I go to Mexico for a week. literally just off the whim.
So you're just going there for a holiday.
Well, basically,
You're just going to
I'm
LA
trying
for
to
a
get a bunch.
holiday.
I'm going to try and get a bunch of gigs there. When I go there, so I'm going to try and get a bunch of gigs, and then, then I'll go to Mexico after.
And Mexico's where you're actually doing something.
Yeah, Mexico's fully like I got an itinerary. They pick me up from the airport, take me to the villa. Then we do songwriting for like a whole week, and then make some songs. That's about it.
Sick.
And then I fly back.
So LA's just a little experience holiday.
Yeah, I never like I've flown into LA, but I've never like got out there and explored around a bit. So that'd be mad. I think that's a good opportunity that came out of. It didn't come out of Dubai, but I think it's just nice to.
Just happened after Dubai.
Yeah, because I got screwed, so I'm like,
But it's good. Like if you did go to Dubai, you probably wouldn't be going to LA or Mexico to do this songwriting thing.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's one thing that's probably one of the coolest things I would have done. I reckon once it's done. But again, I don't know. So I'm keen. I'm keen for it, and I think that it'll be I think that it'll give me a good gauge on where I'm at as a musician and an artist and a songwriter, especially because it's focused on songwriting. And I think that hopefully some good opportunities come out of it because a bunch of the producers that are going there trained under like Benny Blanco. Do you know who that is? Probably not. Anyway.
No idea.
But they've like produced songs for like Kesha and let me like actually look because like they produced for this chick produced for Dua Lipa and Panic at the Disco. Someone else for Megan Trainor. Another one for like Leon Bridges. Bailey Lindley honed his craft under Benny Blanco. He's dating Selena Gomez, but he produced like half the hits in 2010. He produced California Girls by Katy Perry. You know that song? California Girls. You know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah. He produced that one.
I don't know the words, but it's like that makes you pop.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. And then and Max Martin as well, who's like one of the best songwriters ever.
I have no idea who.
Yeah, he's like no one knows who. Like people know who he is, but he's like doesn't release any of his own music. He just writes for everyone. Yeah.
It's not dumb. So artists don't even write their own songs.
No,
What?
like barely. No.
That's so gay.
No, it's just like
It's kind of dumb, no?
yeah.
It's not like legit then.
No, but it's one of those things. It's like
So they're just cover girls for other people.
no, like they will help write the songs, but it's like a team. It's like a team of like 5 people that write the songs.
Write a song.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Like, I could whip up a song right now and be all good.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the best song.
I reckon it'd be insane.
Shut up.
I reckon it's not that hard.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't seem that hard.
Okay. I want you to write me a song and I want to hear it.
After this, I'm going to write you lyrics of a song, you're sing it, and you're like, damn, this actually flows and sounds so good.
No, that's not lyrics is not writing a song. You need music as well and a melody and then the lyrics.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I would ace the lyrics part.
I feel like you wouldn't.
I feel like I would.
Okay. Never written this song in his life. That's like me saying, "Oh, I think
I've wrote poetry before.
No, you know what? I think I'd be pretty beast in a mountain bike race. I reckon. I reckon I'd do pretty well. That's like
No.
what? Yes. That's what you're saying right now. Like that's the same thing.
Okay, I could write some beast lyrics, I reckon.
Yeah, but anyway, no, I just don't think. Maybe, but anyway, yeah. So these producers that are going there, get to work with them, which is pretty mad.
Sick.
Yeah, it'd be good. But yeah,
Nice, bro.
I think it's good because I think I'd fallen, especially after the whole Dubai thing, I'd fallen into like this, I guess, victim mindset of like I lost so much, which I like I lost my nan at the start of the year, and then I lost like this whole Dubai opportunity. Lost a friend in it. Like the guy that screwed me was my friend as well.
And now he's not your friend.
Well, you don't do that to your friend, so I don't know. Like anyway,
And he never replies to you anymore, does he? He just ghosts.
yeah, he fully ghosted me. Like someone that I would consider like a low key like mentor even. Anyway, But so I'd lost all of that, plus like a few other things as well, and my money, all of that. And so I was like, and I'd moved. So in one sense or another, I'd lost my old home, like as cringe as that is. But so I lost a lot of things, but I just got stuck in this like loser mindset, man. It was like this victim. I was like, oh, I've lost so much, and I was just woe is me kind of thing. But it's kind of, I think I just had this light switch. I was just in the car, and I was listening to a Shane Willard preach, who we're going to get him on the podcast. It's going to be a banger. But I was listening to that, and he was just talking about discipline and having like getting your mindset right. And it just shifted within me. I'm like, I'm just thinking like a loser. Like I was scrounging around for money. I had no money for like the first half of this year. I was like broke, and I was just being really, what's the word? I don't know. I was just being very poor in the way I was thinking. And I was like, oh, I need to.
But you were still obsessed about getting money, though.
Yeah, I was. But it was more like, oh, I need to save every dollar, and I can't spend it on anything that isn't. Like, I think that there's something good about, like I wasn't spending money on aftershave, right? And, like, I like smelling good, right? So I was like I wouldn't buy cologne, and I'll be like, oh, I can't spend that money on that because I need it for other things. It's like, well, something that's going to make me feel nice, like something that I know, like, makes me feel like, I wouldn't spend any money on, like, any meals. Like, I don't go out and eat as much anyway, but I would literally go hungry just to not, like, spend any money. And I was like, I just need to save all of I can. But then I was like,
Bro, you can't save yourself rich.
huh?
Can't save yourself rich.
Yeah, I know. And that was the thing. I was just thinking, I was like, why am I sparing myself of they're not even luxuries. Like, it's just like, it's something that I know that I like small things that like I think the cologne was a big one for me. Cause I'm like, I haven't worn cologne in like 4 months, and like, I like smelling nice. So like, why am I not like, I know I'm a hustler. I can just hustle and get more money. It's like, why am I just falling into this? And so I was just like, it just switched, and I was like, I can just, let me just hit up a bunch of people, and let me start getting gigs here, gigs there, do some videography stuff. And so I just kind of, like, I guess, locked in a bit and hustled a bit more, got some money, and got out of this mindset of being a loser, man.
That's good, bro. That's so good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to work for Nathan.
Fair. Right.
Why did you even fall into that mindset after the Dubai thing?
I think,
like, why? What made you even do that? I mean, yeah, the Dubai thing didn't go ahead, but why does that make you fall into not
I didn't
getting
intentionally,
money?
obviously. I think it's more like,
No, but what happened? I can see what happened, like, when you were there, but what's the steps you even take to getting there?
well, I think it was more like, I think it was very subconscious. Like, I didn't know that I was falling into it. But I think that with the whole Dubai thing, that was going to be the biggest opportunity that I've ever had for my career. I was going to get, like, to be around, like, artists that I listened to growing up and, like, work with them, like, be in shows with them. And then I was going to get a 6-month contract living in a different country. And this contract was bread. Like, it was like a crazy amount of money, and like more money than I've ever seen in my life. And so I was like I was picturing, I was like, oh, this is my big break, right? That was how I was picturing it. I was like, oh, this is gonna set me up one.
I almost don't even believe in big breaks. I think they're just a massive anomaly.
No, I think that, well, it comes back to like what everyone says. It's like it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. It's that overnight success that's your big break. It's like you've worked all up to it, and then you get that thing that like propels you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what I mean. And so I'm like, it was this massive thing of, oh, this is my big break. This is going to set me up for life, like monetarily. Like, I can put money towards investing some things for myself and setting my family up for future. But not only that, I get to be around some insanely talented people that are going to propel me as the best musician that I can be, and I get to perform with these people and seen among these people, which is going to propel my status as a musician or an artist. And so I think that was all of these things I was just so excited for, and like these things were promised me and like by a friend, and so I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. I was so excited. And then then when it like the rug got pulled out from under me, it was just, oh man, like that was insanely disappointing. Like I was so...
Were there red flags throughout this whole process?
Yes, you know that there were red flags. But I feel like it was one of those things. It's like, if you came to me with this opportunity, I mean, it'd be different. It would be different. But if someone that I'd known, if someone you'd known for your whole life, right, say worked on Santa Cruz Syndicate, whatever, like, it was like, I want to give you a deal, okay? Someone that you're a friend with, like, okay, say Dean, right? Say Dean Lucas, for some reason, was, like, on Santa Cruz, right? And he was like, I want to get you a deal. I want to get you all of this stuff. And you're, like, pumped. And he's, like, promising you all of this. You have no reason to distrust Dean. It's like, that was the same for me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, there was little things, but, like, there was always a reasonable excuse of, like, oh, that might be, like, that's probably why he did that. And it's like, they weren't like crazy things, but it was just like, there was just some dodgy stuff going on.
What was the first time when you were like, I think this guy's screwing me? Like, I don't think this is going to happen. Where was that? How far down the road are we when you're actually starting to doubt? When doubt comes into your mind?
I think, I actually don't know. Oh, no, I know when it was. When I was recording. So the second time that I went back to Melbourne to record the last part of my album, which we'll talk about as well later, I got a call in the morning. I just got into the studio and I got a call, and he was just saying, "Oh, I'm struggling to get you over here." I was like, "Oh," and so instantly I was like, "What do you mean?" And so then he like got me to do some, not crazy dodgy, but a little bit dodgy stuff, and I don't want to go into that, but
surely. Is this how you generated the invoice thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about that. That's crazy.
Nah, I think I just...
doesn't know. They don't know his name. Yeah. They don't know anything about him.
But I don't know if it's like... I think it's like illegal for me to do that. Anyway. But I'll talk... I don't know. I don't think I could be... I mean, anyway. I basically like...
I have some stories that could definitely incriminate me.
Yeah. But I think what I did was I like made up he wanted me to make up an invoice from him to me, but he wanted me to make it in his name, send it to him, and then send it back to me, so he could send it back to me. And so,
so why couldn't he just make it himself and send it?
Well,
to
that's
you?
the thing. So I was talking to a few people, and they're like, "Oh, well, like maybe he just like he was doing other stuff, and like I was on the call with him when he was doing it, and he was doing other stuff. He's like, "Oh, can you just do this?" So genuinely, it could have been just, "Oh, can you just do it so I don't have to think about it right now?" And so, but I don't know if that's actually illegal. Like, I don't know if I don't think it is. I think it'd be fine. But anyway, so I did that, it was just kind of weird.
Out of that whole situation, if anyone was getting in trouble, it would definitely not be you.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Look, there was just some weird stuff like that went on, and so I think right then when I did that, I was like, that was a really red flag, and I was like,
you know what, the red flag was who the invoice was for. No, who did you pay money to?
Him.
But what for?
For a deposit. Like, so basically with Dubai, I had to pay for my flights. Actually, I had to pay for this camp thing first, and then and my flights, and then I got a contract with the hotels over there.
But you never got the contract.
I never even got the camp or the flight. I never got any of it, and so
you know what was gnarly for me? It was the...
No, we can't. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that.
No?
No. I'll leave that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
Yeah. So yeah, that like I think coming back to your main point, it was just so like disappointing for me on like so many levels, like someone that was my friend, and then, but like the biggest opportunity of my life being pulled out from underneath me. I was like, I just fell into, I think, and then like, as I said, like also I'd lost my nan, like that's a big thing, and like
Oh yeah, for
suddenly as well, like so I was like, that was like, oh, that was just another thing I'd lost, and I don't think it was like I intentionally was like, oh, I've lost so much, like I wasn't saying that to myself, but I think subconsciously I just moved into this, oh, man, I've just like I don't know, like I've just lost a lot, so I don't know, but yeah.
That's no good, bro. But what's looking on the up now? What have you got looking on the up now?
Well, I mean,
Things have turned around.
yeah, definitely. I think I've kind of missed doing the podcast a lot. Like
Really?
I've missed it so much. I love doing it. But I think it's also like I don't know. I just like doing it. I don't know any other way to explain it. I just had a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. So
That's good, bro.
yeah, and so then. I think my album went pretty well. Like that was the other thing is I hadn't really pushed it as much as I know I can.
Like promotionally.
Yeah, and I think I can keep doing it. I'm gonna record some music videos, for it and promote those. I got a couple of other songs under the belt which I want to record and release at some point, but not for maybe a few months at least. Maybe at the end of the year or at the start of next year. And so we'll do that, get it consistent releasing. Just, yeah, get on the grind,
How do you actually go about promoting an album? Like, you just like run ads on Instagram and be like, my album is out, please listen?
Nah, you can. I think that's what I need to do more, like actually be smart. Because, I mean, I went to that Ethan Donati marketing thing a few weeks ago. And I think I need...
Jack Crawshaw.
Yeah.
The Raw Racing team manager.
Yeah, so I think I just need to be smarter about how I market in terms of monetize ads and stuff like that. And like run ads on Instagram, Facebook and whatnot. Like I could probably get into doing that. But yeah, you need a bit of cash behind you to do that. Like I don't have the cash there right now because I'm about to go to Mexico. But when I get back, I can definitely have a look at it. And then, but I think it's so hard to get so you need a publicist, right? So someone to like put your stuff out to the public and go to different media sources to promote you, right?
Can you just do like an album tour, press release sort of setup?
Yeah, kinda, but no, like who's going to go to that?
Will you just run ads all for it?
Yeah, but
like what does a publisher do? Do
they do a press release, right? They do a press release.
Do they go to people like Sony and all that sort of stuff?
They have
just people that are well connected and be like, listen to the album, bro.
Yeah, basically, in a way. So they have like curated, like so the lady that I went to, she was good, but also like I don't know, like I don't know how much a publicist. I don't know what I'm comparing it to either. Like. I think I regret doing it. She got me to do it. I did a social media campaign with her, and I could have just done that myself. So I kind of wasted some money there.
Was it a good social media campaign?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I could have just come up with all them ideas on my own. Like it weren't overly original compared to like what I normally do.
What did you do? What's involved in that?
Like she just made a spreadsheet for me and say like this day, dude, like this is your content idea, this is your caption, do this. Like that's basically what it was.
Right.
I didn't follow it to a T, but because I just didn't like some of the ideas. But the main thing she did was she had a list. She has like a list of like 400 contacts or something, and then she'll break it down into like 25 that like will work best for me to contact. That would.
Why would she not just send it to 400?
Because like one of them might be like a DJ contact. Like it might be like a contact with someone that like only does house music or EDM music, It's like
right, gotcha.
So like a platform that would curate my music the best. And so she would email and contact them a couple of times and just try and get me on radio stations, in magazines, in playlists. So playlisting on Spotify is how you get streams. And I've got playlisted on a few decent playlists, but they weren't from her. They were from Well, I got like a couple from her. The Australian music scene was a pretty big one. But I got on a few other ones from, in terms of how I promote my other album, is you can pay to get playlisted, which I don't know if that works very well. It's the first time I ever done it. But like I got playlisted on a couple of playlists, like one that was 15,000 saves. So that's pretty decent. But yeah, so I guess that's what's on the up for me.
Nice, bro. That's pretty mad. That's interesting how that kind of works. It's kind of different than mountain biking.
Yeah, you just have to be good at mountain bike riding, really.
Yeah.
Like you can't just be good at music. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's right. Because you can be good, but you got to be popular.
Yeah, you gotta
create a personality, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's something that I struggle with. I think like being charismatic on camera, but I think that's why we started the podcast. You know, it's like I want to be able to talk to the camera better, and for people to be able to get to know like what my personality is. But I feel like I think I need to be because I'm not filtered in person, so I think I need to be less filtered on camera sometimes. Actually, all the time. Not all the time, but sometimes.
What, like saying like?
No.
What do you mean?
No, like.
What do you mean you're not filtered in real life, but on a camera you're filtered?
You know what I mean, like
you just don't say some words, but.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm just not.
Like,
yeah, I'll say that. But yeah. I don't know what it looks like. I think it's just always something that is just going to be hard for me, but I need to keep working on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really struggle with it. With talking.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's why, like, I don't know if you remember before we started the podcast, I'd always ask you, like, how do you, like, do that? And even, like, when we started the podcast, I think we did talk about on one of the earlier episodes on how you do that, because I know it's always been a struggle for me. But
I notice every time I've had to, like, talk, I've always had to talk myself out of situations. Like, this year I've had to talk myself out of situations. So, this year in Europe, me and Ross got given BB guns.
Oh, yeah, the gnarly story.
And we were in France at the time, and they were, like, 3 times the legal limit of, like, power. I think, like, in France, the limit for BB guns is to have, like, 1 joule of power. And these pistols were, like, metal pellets, 3 joules, like, way above. And we had to drop Dylan Lamb to the airport. So from Morzine to Geneva. So you had to go into Switzerland.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 a.m. and we were like, do we leave the guns in Morzine or do we just put them in the back? Do we leave them? Anyway, for some reason, we'll just, they'll be fine. We'll put them in the back. So I put them like under my mattress. Mattress in the van, like in the back of the van.
Yeah.
And our van always got pulled over because it looked like the biggest drug dealer van ever. Spanish plates, huge, no windows in the back, like proper old Sprinter. And every time we drove through there, nearly got pulled over and had our van searched. And we weren't thinking, so we got pulled over at the Swiss border, and we have these guns in the car. And they, like, were like, because in Switzerland and, like, France and stuff, because Africa is a third world country, they're, like, kind of scrutiny Africans.
Like racist.
Yeah, like South Africans, like, if your passport has Africa in it, because it's, like, a third world country,
right.
They, like, don't want you overstaying, like, have to have a visa.
Yeah.
Like, kind of strict with it. So, like, make sure you're doing the right thing because they're, like, from third world countries. Like, the theory is, like, they don't want to go back sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
So, they get scrutinized. So, they...
Scrutinized, you mean?
Yeah, scrutinized.
Scrutinized. I don't think that's even a word. Yeah, anyway, keep going.
Anyway, so they, like, tell us to get out of the front of the car and they line us up against the wall and... Me and Ross are, like, looking at each other like, we have guns in the car that'll, like, land us in jail. Like years in jail, in French prison. And I'm like, frick, they better not find it. So I'm, like, trying to be, like, super compliant, super nice. Just, like, talk to them calmly because, like, we're kind of peeking. Yeah. Because we have guns in the car that can get us in jail. Yeah. So... I'm like, that we're lined up against this wall while they're searching our car, like all 3 of us, like full movie. And I was like, he goes in the van, and we have bikes and stuff in the van. Like,
I haven't even heard this story.
and he like goes in the van, and I'm like, "Oh, you looking for anything in particular?" And he's like, doesn't answer me, just doesn't answer me. And I was like, go to walk up to the van to go show him. Like, my intent was to like lure him away from looking under my mattress.
Yeah.
Because I have guns and ammo and like a bunch of other stuff in there. And I was like, oh, I just got to be super compliant and stuff. I was like, oh, here in the... I was like... So I walk up to the van and he's like, get back on the wall! like yelled at us. I'm like, holy... And they have like full like ARs, like proper guns.
Far out.
And I'm like, oh, sorry. I was like, I was just going to show you my international driver's license is this in this drawer. And I have like all other papers in this drawer. Like, oh, sorry, I was just trying to be helpful, all this stuff. And then he's like, goes to the drawer, looks at all the papers.
So you did lure him away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, yeah, all checks out. Close the van off, send us on our way.
Oh, that's good.
And then we just ditched the guns. We gave the guns to Jordan Lowe, and he just drove back to his house. And that was it. Did not carry the guns with us ever again.
That's gnarly.
So yeah, could have landed a few years in French prison.
That would have been funny, but no.
No.
No, that's kind of mad.
My butthole would have gone from like this to like this. I'm not made
Don't
for
drop
jail,
the soap,
bro.
bro.
Not made for jail, cuz. That's kind of a sick charge.
Yeah.
Gun smuggling. So technically, yeah, smuggled guns from France to Switzerland.
But they weren't even real guns. They were
Yeah, they were BB guns.
So not real guns, but they
But
were
they were still
illegal BB guns.
illegal BB guns.
Yeah, that's mad.
They would still go through you, bro. Or go into you. Wouldn't go through you,
Yeah.
but they go into you. For sure.
No,
It was gnarly.
Oh,
But it was pretty sick. Yeah, I had sick times in Europe. I had a lot of fun in Europe.
yeah. Well, that's
Even though,
good.
like, I just got a road. A lot of it I wasn't riding. I was doing nothing more than I was doing stuff because I was
Yeah.
just injured
Yeah.
or finding other things to do. But yeah, made some sick stories, made some more new friends. It was unreal. It was a good time, actually. It was really sick. Just the whole experience of doing that's so fun.
Yeah. Man, I think we're done.
Sick. Let's go.
Thanks
Are you
for
going to the
watching.
beach now with Bree?
Yeah.
Oh, you can talk. You got a girlfriend.
What?
You can tell you got a girlfriend now.
This is so weird to talk about on the podcast, I reckon. Yeah, I do.
Woo, congratulations. So, you were telling me the other day, you ready to get a ring?
Shut up, bro. No, I'm not putting this in there.
Okay, that's before the blow up episode. I
15.
can't remember.
15,
And that will do us for this episode.
Why do you go into like TV presenter mode? It's just like...
And that's probably
probably
a sort of 40 minutes for your day.
45, maybe?
45 maybe. And I apologize if it was boring.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get back into the groove of running the pods.
Apologize if it was boring. It was really hard for me to do this. But yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Cheer. See you all later.
Like and subscribe.
Or just do what you want. Don't listen to him.
And turn on them notifications or whatever.
Don't. That's kind of gay.
Well, we move. Thanks.
See yous.